Yo, what is going on, everybody? My name is Jesse Goku, also known as the King of Mexico. What are you laughing at?
It's a different opening.
Different opening? What do you mean it's a different opening?
It's a different kind of energy.
It's like I'm in a good mood today. Leave me alone.
It lacks toast. That's what it has.
I could go for some toast. I will agree. I love buttered toast. But that's not what you were talking about, was it?
That was the joke, though.
Get on with it.
No, you got me thinking about toast now. What the fuck?
I don't want toast now, too.
I want toast.
Anyways,
what is going on, everybody? Yo soy el Rey de México, Jesse Goku. Aquí estamos con Geeks Forever. Estamos hablando de todo que está pasando ahorita con todos los cosplayers, todo que le gustan anime, caricaturas, and comic books, and todo eso. ¿Cómo están?
¿Qué?
What? ¿Qué?
I heard señorita.
I didn't say señorita.
¿Cómo están? That's what I got out of that.
I heard that too.
Yeah, well, where'd you get señorita from?
I don't know. I thought I heard you say señorita. Sorry.
Señorita? I can go for some señoritas. What's up? Anyways, what's going on, everybody? It is, I forgot. It is November 4th, 2020. That's right. It's 11th. It is the 11th level of Jumanji. We have one more level before 2020 is over and 2021 begins. We'll see how 2021 comes out because there's a lot of changes going around. So, woo, a good mood. We're in a good mood.
You're about to get real queasy, though.
I know. Had some ice cream.
For people who don't know, Goku's lactose intolerant and refuses to do anything about it.
No. That's not. I don't think that's the proper wording for that. Goku's lactose intolerant. Unfortunately, he ignores it.
He refuses to do something about it. Ice cream, you scream, you eat ice cream, and then you scream on the toilet.
See, but that's where like he refuses to do anything about it. So he ate some ice cream to do something about it. And now
no.
It's like a Band-Aid for a broken arm, and the Band-Aid caused the broken arm.
You can't get rid of lactose intolerance, can you?
There's over-the-counter medicine you can get that will prevent it from happening.
Requires...
Well, so there's that, and then there's also just not eating the stuff that irritates your body.
Oh, what
lactose
the fuck?
free.
You might as well ask me to stop living. Stop breathing air, Goku.
Quit eating the food that
You're not the only
shit.
lactose intolerant person in the world, Goku.
I know. You don't hear them bitching.
Yeah, we do.
I'm not bitching. I didn't say anything. I just said my stomach hurts.
Okay, fine. Sorry.
I didn't say why. Jason's the one throwing me under the bus going, arr,
Yeah, but I was he's left the podcast.
He'd be
to
having
take a
ice
shit.
cream.
Yep.
Why did I make you sound like a pirate?
I don't know.
All right, so it is November 4th, 2020. So we got a very good topic today. We're talking about snobby, asshole-ish cosplayers today. But before we begin, let's introduce our co-host. I forgot.
I was gonna say.
I completely
we
forgot
skipped
to do
that.
that. Oh, we're just gonna skip y'all. Y'all don't exist anymore. Introducing us the man with the plan, Jace.
Ta-da.
And the one, the only, the infamous SJ.
Coming to you from a secret location.
Whose house did you break into?
That's right. How come
Sour
whenever,
Patch Kids.
I was about to say, how come whenever
you-
I break into a house, it's bad, but when you do it, it's what was it called, a conquest or some shit like that,
Crusade?
crusading or
Not when we did it. No.
what is it? What do white people?
Did you
call
Ours-
it?
Did you break into a 40-year-old virgin's room?
Oh, I broke into my sister's room.
Okay, that makes it much better though.
It was a coin flip. Could have been either one.
It could have been one of those grown ass brony dudes.
Nah. Nope. This is her shtick.
Imagine.
So
Is
for those
she
of
in the room right now?
Okay, so I guess we got some
There's
some
more.
information about the skinny. For those of you that
Yes.
don't know, IkiCon has just released a statement this year saying that they are not going to be having a convention this year for New Year's going into 2021. They're going to negotiate something and talk to the hotel about doing something in the near future. However, for those of you wondering, definitely no IkiCon this year. For those of you that were looking forward to it, because I know Anime Dallas is still going on and other conventions are still going to be happening despite, COVID-19 still on the rise. And other countries such as the ones in Europe, I'm not going to name them, but they are going back into lockdown. And so it is... IkiCon just
not
wanted to
over
play
yet.
it safe. So it's not over. We might be going into a round 2.
Fight.
There's a Stone Cold documentary, Stone Cold Steve Austin documentary being produced by the crew who did The Last Dance. They are doing, like I said, it's a Stone Cold documentary. It's pretty cool, actually. That's the first time hearing about it. I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. And obviously, we're going to bring up the elephant in the room and the donkey, because is that their political?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So for those of you that have been living under a rock on another planet, yesterday was
Lucky.
the 2020 presidential election, also the election for some seats of the House of Representatives and the Senate, I believe. Is
Every
that
2
right?
years.
Yes.
It's every 2 years.
Every 2. I know it's every 2 years, but I was wondering which ones were up.
I don't remember seeing the Senate.
Anyway,
I know I saw a governor. I know I
was
saw a
some-
governor in Congress and some other stuff, but I don't remember seeing senators.
I think some senates were up. Anyway, so yesterday, for those of you that don't, we're not going to discuss who we want to win, who we voted for, but we will say this: the election is not over yet. A lot of ballots had to be mailed in, and I know one state had issues with their voting system, to where the internet went down. Homeland Security had to go and confirm this was the case, and it was not a cyber attack. So they had a backup system where they actually had their voters do write-in ballots. So a lot of so that state has already, I think that was Wisconsin. I think they already had finished, but a lot of states had a lot of voting. Had a lot of mail-in voting this year. Normally, you have to have an excuse to do mail-in voting, but this year they made an exception for a lot of people, and those are still being counted. So for any information you want for the election, just go ahead and go to Google. We're not here to update you on the election. We're just here
Google
to
it
tell
like
you that
everybody
it's going to
else.
be a few days before we find out the final results as to who will be moving into the White House.
Mm-hmm.
It
All
was
right.
an odd year. This is like the only time that I remember where you didn't know the night of who got the election.
There's been a lot of mishappenings. Like
Mm-hmm.
that was definitely one of the internet outage was definitely one where it was not. They had Homeland Security had to get involved with that one
Yeah.
because you never know. And that is the skinny. Woo! I took care of the skinny.
Good
So
job.
Low carb review.
Okay.
So Sonic is fired.
That
We
the
don't need
skinny
him.
with Jesse Goku now with more seasoning.
Yeah.
Kyle says Biden only needs Nevada now to win. Now as a few hours ago.
Okay, can we just not? My anxiety is going off. Can we just please not?
What happens. We can't do anything about it now.
Yeah. Yeah, can we just like hold off until later?
We're gonna.
please?
Sonic said, "Good job on the skinny." I see y'all. Thank you. I was like, what do I talk about? Let's talk a little bit about IkiCon. I want to get y'all's thoughts on
Sure.
IkiCon in the comment section, and our co-host. What are your thoughts on IkiCon canceling? Do you think?
Obviously I don't like that any more shows are being canceled as much as the next person. We all want to
Hold
go
on,
outside
before you give a response.
Yeah.
Let's just wait. Before you give a response, let me finish the rest of that statement.
Oh, sorry.
How do you feel about a convention the size of IkiCon canceling, despite the fact that we have other events such as the Texas Renaissance Festival that are still going on that have not reported any mass COVID cases? Do you think being an outdoor event plays a major role? Do you think people are just, if they're not, these are questions and I'm asking your thoughts
I understand.
We're waiting for you to finish the statement.
Yeah.
Do you think that being an outdoor event plays a major role into it? Do you think that if people are feeling sick, they're not going to go and they're going to be more courteous, or you just think people don't give a shit? Comparing that to IkiCon closing down, that's filled with cosplayers.
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
Okay. So first of all, for IkiCon, I've never been to IkiCon personally, but I read the statement and I liked what they said. They, of course, realized, yes, we are a business. We were here to have fun. We wanted to have fun with the fans and we miss you guys. But we are responsible for y'all's health as well. So we don't want you, so we're not going to do anything. They actually said, quote, we're not going to do anything until there's a change in this pandemic, such as a vaccine or something else. And I like that. When companies, whether they're restaurants, stores, schools, hospitals, or even conventions, when they actually take responsibility and understand that you're not just here to make a profit, you're here because you do have a demographic you're selling to, and that is important. So I really liked what IkiCon said. Huge props to them. And I'm proud of them for actually taking a step in that direction, actually saying, no, we actually have a responsibility to our community to do this for the safety of our community. I mean, what is the point? How it really, and then as far as like Ren Fair goes.
Before you say that,
Sure.
Before you say that, let's just give a shout out to our comment section.
Oh, please do.
17 says, hey, Chad is here. He says, hey. Adrian says she discovered it. Pachinko says, hello, guys. Who's the kid in the tank top? Adrian gives the middle finger in the skull. We address Kyle's comment about the Joe Biden. Good job on the skinny. That's from Sonic. I'm going to be moving into the White House. Edgar. That's right. I voted for Edgar for president. Edgar says outdoors plays a major role. IkiCon is so packed. If I can smell your bad BO, you are too close. Outside of the Renaissance, it's huge. People don't really get close to you.
False.
In what sense?
Kind of like as Ren Fair. When you go to Ren Fair, people are just close to you. I don't know. Okay, so I just went and saw an old coworker. I did my nails. We both wore masks. We did our thing. And she said she and her husband went to fair, just like you did. Whereas you stayed in the campgrounds. She and her husband actually went inside, and they said the rules were wear a mask. I don't remember if it was like definitively yes, you have to wear a mask unless you're eating and drinking. The problem was people are walking around eating and drinking, in which case that rule is now moot.
As long as you carry a turkey leg with you, you don't have to wear a mask.
Which is like, that is just now.
And I will say something, a turkey leg sounds great until you actually get a turkey leg.
Oh, look, tendons.
It's filled with tendons.
It's all a fucking thing is.
And ligaments, yeah. It's work.
And it's $10.
$10 for a fucking workout.
Oh, $10? Wait, where did you guys get your turkey legs? All of mine were 20.
What the I was guessing.
Did you get the whole damn turkey? Jeez.
No.
No, last
turkey
year
legs
when I went, I was Pikachu and someone bought it for me.
Damn, I
got $20 for a turkey leg.
Damn, I got robbed. What the hell?
People buy me drinks. They'll buy me food. They'll buy me everything. They just love Pikachu. And
well, there you go.
by the way, for those of you wondering, the Pikachu cosplay has been officially retired.
Aww.
I stuck it in the washer and it got ruined.
Wasn't that also the one that got partially burned?
So we have to get you a new one.
No. It was
wait, was that Barney?
That was Barney was one that got.
Barney was like, where's the costume?
That's
Goku, you were
hilarious.
doing
with hopes.
Goku, you were doing a Captain Morgan pose in a fire, going, "I am Barney, hear me roar."
But yeah, no, outside doesn't actually affect anything. I
Well,
mean, granted,
it
okay, granted,
does
granted,
in a way, not in the
like,
way that you would think. Oh, as long as you're outside, the 5 foot rule doesn't matter.
yeah,
It's outdoors because in a enclosed area, everything you're breathing stays in the enclosed area. Outdoors, it can spread out and it just disperses into a less effective range. But if you're walking around and you're still in a group and you're not using
yeah,
social distancing, it doesn't
or
matter.
masks, yeah,
You're not using a mask because you're holding a stick from a sausage you just ate.
yep.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Also, depending on how good your personal hygiene is, anyway, whether you're inside or outside, that's completely moot as well. I remember 4 or 5 years ago when I was at fair, I was with a group of friends, and one of my guy friends had just gone to just come back from the restroom, and he pointed out to us, "Hey, like you see that couple over there?"
Not one damn person washed their hands.
Yeah, he was like, "This guy over here just peed, and he walked out without washing his hands, and we're watching him hold his girlfriend's hand and walking away, and we were all just like repulsed."
Maybe they like that. Maybe they're nasty.
I no.
It's like that
What?
one. Remember that
No.
time I told you about that
Are you
girl?
kink shaming?
It's like that girl I met who with her
This isn't
partner.
kink
They
shaming,
were
I'm
eating,
hygiene
they were eating
shaming.
hot wings, and he
Oh.
didn't wash his
Yes.
hands, and then he started fingering her with hot sauce on his
Right.
fingers.
That's just ugh, ugh. I'm not a germaphobe. Sour Patch is a huge germaphobe.
Really nicely, neatly arranged room she has.
Oh yeah, I know.
And for those of you that are wondering who the fuck is Sour Patch, that is SJ's sister.
SJ's mean sister.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say it. I don't care.
I don't think she's
She's
that
salty.
mean.
She's salty. That's why she's
She's
Sour Patch.
sweet and then she's
She's
sour.
sour. Yeah, she literally is sweet and sour if you get her in the right mood.
Pikachu's
catch it?
coming back as Raichu. Girls put dicks in their mouths. Don't go there.
Oh Jesus Christ, no. Oh, that's a good point though. So
yeah, no,
yeah,
I mean, how many times have you seen a girl go down on a guy at a concert when the guy's sweating his nuts off?
well, never. I've never seen that.
Oddly-
I don't want to see
Oddly
that.
specific.
It was at the Buzz. It was at the Buzz Fest.
Okay.
Okay, this is really just Goku telling you a story briefly for like 10 seconds. It's not worth going into, but he will make a statement.
There you go.
Well, I didn't like. That's
but
pretty much
like-
the whole story. Like that's all the
Okay.
detail I got. Like it just happened. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over there.
There you go. I don't know. And I think you also said people that are sick, are they going to be more mindful? No, they're not. They're
People
going to be like,
stupid.
oh, it's outdoors. I'm fine.
Yeah, but at cons too, people aren't fucking mindful at all
People are
either.
stupid.
No, true. Absolutely.
The
Absolutely.
individual is smart. A group of people are morons.
Yes. And even then, sometimes one person in that group is even more of a moron. So,
Then you have the issue of it not being, you are you're asymptomatic. So now you're spreading it to people and you don't know. And there are old people
Right.
at Renaissance festivals. There's old people,
old people at conventions. Yeah. Yeah.
There are immune deficient people that are at the conventions at Ren Fest.
Yeah, because guess what? Just because you're immunocompromised doesn't mean they don't want to live too. So they're going to try and live their lives as well. But no, absolutely. And that's the problem. And I think that's why we have con plagues in the first place. There's some asshole that's got a viral infection and he or she comes up to the show
Going
and
around
it's just
licking doorknobs and touching
Yeah.
figurines.
touching things, not washing their hands proper, not showering proper. And lo and behold, somebody else comes out with the funk.
Yeah,
And-
for real. Like some of them look at like soap and water, like Dracula looks
Yeah.
at holy water.
Yep. I mean, I do pretty good. I do like normal. I shower. I actually do a little bit better at conventions than I do at home. Like I actually shower every day because I've been sweating the entire time. And
That's right, people. Don't be a meanie. Scrub your weenie.
and I still managed to somehow come out of there with some sort of like minor issue. Like mostly it's just sore throats and stuff. but-
I never, not really. It's more like, especially in cold weather, more like allergies and shit like that.
Sure, yeah, that happens
If
too.
you have a hotel, it also might be because the drop in temperature since they usually have the rooms at a
Yes.
very cold temperature.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I
It
put mine.
drops.
I put it as low as it's willing to go.
Right.
You're that asshole.
I think it's also because, well, no, my friends and I do too. We put it kind of low as well because
You got
we're
to
just
account for
hot.
the extra bodies.
Yes.
You got to account for you're
How much
getting
we've all
ready
been
in
doing.
cosplay. Like
Mhm.
when you're putting on cosplay, if you're in a room that's only 70 degrees, you're gonna sweat because
Yeah.
you're like it's like a workout putting on cosplay.
And taking it off.
Yeah, I think what the problem is when you all go to sleep, Goku. Sleep is when you close your eyes for like 8 hours at conventions.
Right.
Hey,
Your
I
body's
close my eyes at
The room is also
conventions.
cold, so it affects your. That's how you get a cold or a sinus infection really easily that way because now it's super cold at night and you're not moving around.
Not entirely accurate. You actually do function a little bit better in slightly colder temperatures
Why is my
while you sleep
face
when
always
you
cold?
sleep. I mean, yeah, you still want to be like kind of cuddled up, but it's still like that's what I do. I
Goku doesn't
sleep.
like cuddling me.
I'm like a heater, dude. You sleep next to me at night, you're like, God, Goku, get off the bed.
Put a goddamn hot pocket in here.
It's 50 degrees in this room, and you're like releasing steam.
But yeah, so yeah, my friends and I we keep it pretty cold in our room too. But again, yeah, we have like half a dozen bodies in there sometimes.
It sounds like you killed a bunch of people.
I just get home from fatigue, moving around a lot, no sleep. But by the way, I still feel called out, man. Hey, I go to sleep at cons.
Oh, okay.
Is
Okay,
it
wait.
blinking
You
a
say-
lot?
No. Okay, I close my eyes for periods of time.
Okay.
When I
cons.
sneezed, my eyes closed. Does that
No,
count?
no. I do it like no. I mean, if you drink enough and you pass out, that's sleep.
I mean,
It's
no.
unconsciousness. I
Yeah,
guess
that's
kind of.
different.
How long are you unconscious?
Until I wake up the next day.
That's not restful sleep. What else is there?
Yeah, it's also like.
Oh, and then there's just
Well, the con plague is also because like one of the comments were from fatigue. You're
Yes.
you're running yourself ragged so much,
Yes.
and you're not on a regular schedule. You're
Yes.
changing up everything you do. Your body's like,
yes, for a
nah,
weekend.
we need to
Yeah.
reset for like 2 days. So you're going to be asleep. And then
Yes.
you get ugh, on the face.
Yeah. If you're not eating properly, if you're not staying hydrated properly, and
Hey, I had
especially like
water.
me, when you just see people you haven't seen in a year and you're screaming at the top of your lungs, like, oh my God, this person, and you just like glomp all the cosplayers, it's like,
17 says that's
Yeah.
why I sleep on the floor a lot. I'll pass out. Whenever
cold air
I'm
seats?
out there drinking out and they tell me hydrate, I always remember, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you're at a convention or any kind of party or outdoor event, always remember to hydrate. Remember, when you're hydrating, just grab a light beer. It's practically
God.
water.
I was gonna say, God damn it,
Russian-
Goku, you're gonna turn
The
it.
Russians don't consider anything under like 5% to be alcohol.
They don't.
Yeah, it's just water.
It's water, and light beer is 6%. So is it? I think so.
5.5 is
Anyway,
like a light beer, I think.
There's a light beer that's 6%. Or is that just beer?
I don't know.
Beer.
Or was light the brand name?
Might be light. That might be it. But it's the combination. We've got to. I didn't make a statement for the IkiCon one, but for IkiCon, they made the right choice. Like cancel the convention, and the fact that the other conventions are still going on. Those are generally you don't see those giant conventions doing it though, because the bigger ones have arguably a larger issue that they have more people coming. They run the risk of something happening
And
there.
you're just like, why do I even listen to this podcast? I keep following your advice.
It's like
Whose
opposite
advice?
day.
Your advice, Goku?
Anything
It's shit
Goku
advice.
says
Don't.
should be the opposite.
Don't.
No, I give good advice.
Like
It's-
what?
Like, it's true. I put out a fire with Bud Light. It's almost water.
That's true. It's also worthless. So
For real. Like, if you are going to keep drinking and you're going to have some kind of, like, if you want something that's not as strong as beer, and it is beer, like Bud Light's probably better for you than when it comes to beer and you're trying to stay somewhat hydrated. I don't know.
Mhm.
It helps. I mean, like,
I think
just
the
drink
amount of
water.
alcohol in it cancels out any of the
Yeah.
hydration. It just you don't get drunk because there's no alcohol, You don't get hydrated because the little amount that's
We
in
got
there.
drunk, dude, and we drank Bud Light, and we drank ourselves sober. It was fucking
So,
weird.
but it takes too long, and then you get all bubbly in the stomach because of carbonation.
Yes,
It's garbage.
it is.
A Michelob Ultra.
But for IkiCon, they should have canceled, and then I had a feeling they're going to cancel anyway because it's one
The
of those.
fuck am I supposed to do for New Year's now?
What do you? What? Well, I would say what would you normally do, but it would be going to IkiCon. Get drunk at home like everyone else.
Yep.
That's lame.
I don't know. I usually go to sleep before midnight because I'm an adult.
The fuck are you trying to say? I'm not an adult?
You have no control of your sleep schedule, so it doesn't matter when you go to bed.
It really doesn't. I took like a 15-minute nap.
I'm gonna be
before going
awake.
to Smoothie King.
Well, I'm gonna be
Started
awake
podcast.
now.
You could abruptly fall asleep at like 11 p.m. and wake up at 4.
Dude, that's
And
my
it'd be
quirk. I
nervous
can
now.
fall asleep at any time during the day, at night, anywhere.
Anyway, standing up, laying down, bed attacks, doesn't matter.
I've fallen asleep at the club.
That's why you got kicked. That's why you got kicked out of wrestling. They power bombed you onto some tacks and you fell asleep. And you woke up 4 hours later.
No, they kicked me out of wrestling because when they did the hip toss, I hesitated when I jumped and did the flip. And so when I jumped and did the flip, I landed on my neck.
Yeah.
I almost broke it.
That's the real story.
No,
Mine's the
there
funny
was
one.
legitimately a YouTube video on Facebook for like a month before I took it down.
I know that's the real story, which isn't as funny as the joke.
It is funny. I hesitated.
All the joke ones we could
I
make.
hesitated and landed on my neck.
Smith,
Jesus.
why did you feel it necessary to shoot little Tiffany in the face?
Yeah, what the fuck was she doing out there at 12 at night?
I hesitated.
What was she doing out
What
there
the
with
hell?
books I can't even read?
This is high grade quantum physics. She's reading at a 12th grade level. This guy's just working out.
That's real sus.
Yeah, she's the only creepy one.
She was
out
the
there.
originals.
You gotta understand.
Original
So
imposter.
my advice to you is, don't be a meanie. Scrub your weenie, and when to hydration, drink the light beer. Keystone Light. Stay away from that. That's just piss in a can. Anything with Keystone or natural, or if it just says light beer on the can, just stay away from it.
Drink water.
Just drink water. You'll get
It's better
drunker
for
off
you.
the water.
Let water sit out in the sun for like 3 months.
And you got
and then
some
drink
water.
that. And then drink that. It's the same thing.
What the fuck? Let it sit out in the sun for 3 months?
Yeah. Water, when it's been like distilled and everything,
Uh-huh.
can go bad. There's an expiration date.
Everything's got a goddamn expiration.
If you leave it out
I
directly
hate
in the sun,
society.
it will expire.
I hate this damn. This world sucks. Well, The Simpsons predicted a robot takeover in January, so get ready for it.
I predict that we're going to get a random 13th month, just like The Simpsons predicted, called Smarch.
Smarch?
The 13th day of the 13th year, the 13th month. Out of
What?
all the predictions, I figure that's what one's going to come next.
That means it's gonna like. That means that our life expectancy is gonna go down again.
Yep.
Damn it, we have another month in here.
And that means you get to stay 30-something a month longer.
I like all the memes where it goes like New Year's 12, like 11, 59, 59, then it goes 11, it goes 12, it goes like 13 or something. It just rolls up to the next number higher instead of resetting.
Well, in Halloween Town,
Shit.
in Halloween Town from The Nightmare Before Christmas, and a bunch of other movies or shows, I can't remember what, but they have a 13th hour on their clock.
Oh yeah.
The witching hour is 3 a.m.
Anyway, so we're talking about snotty cosplayers today. Lousy smarch weather.
Thank you, Sonic, for the comment.
So
Sonic couldn't be here today.
So he's keeping it real in the chat. He's out there fighting Nazis. Prove me wrong. In this world, it might be true.
I thought Nazis didn't exist no more.
have you met some people?
Yeah, there's one. There's one of those big old White House.
They're the ghost people. Those ghost dudes.
Oh, those guys. Yeah.
Those Nazis.
Yeah, but those people exist as well.
Those are
unfortunately.
people that love Casper a little too much.
Casper fanboys.
Casper doesn't like them.
You suggesting Casper was a Nazi?
I don't know. Casper
Casper's
lived
kind of
and died a
sus.
long time ago.
No.
Casper looked
Oh,
like.
can we sidebar a second before?
We are on a sidebar. What are you talking about?
I
This
know,
is
I
the
know,
sidebar.
I know, I
Sidebar
know.
from the Nazi sidebar. Let's go to a different side. This one has salad. Let's go to the salad
Yes.
I want some salad. What's up?
See, there you go. That says that's saying you actually need it. So I was rewatching the Animaniacs trailer because I need something, and
Some positivity in your life.
some positivity in my life. And I was going through the comments, which is always a stupid thing to do, but this was actually the right thing to do. It's a whole lot of, oh my God, yes, this is finally, like, this is what we've been looking for, yada, yada, yada. It's great how they call themselves out for, as sellouts to be a reboot and so forth and so on. All the tongue-in-cheek jokes are great. And then you get the one or two, like, why you gotta keep politics in cartoons? And someone was like, have you seen this show before?
Their opening said Bill Clinton with a sax.
Facts. Yeah, that was that.
Pachinko
and then
says
also,
to Sonic, he's out there eating chili dogs.
No, he says chill dogs. Those are
Oh,
cold
chill.
hot dogs.
Chill
dogs.
Chill.
So what's the matter, Pachinko? You can't afford the eye on the end of that chili?
oh.
You're about to start fighting. Anyways.
Anyway, but no, and then but hold on, one more thing, and then another But no, so like another So again, the same thing. Why you got to bring politics into the cartoons is because somebody else responded like, "Have you not seen like any cartoons? Even go watch some old Disney cartoons. They're wonderfully political." I remember watching an old Donald Duck cartoon where he's actually fighting Nazis.
Yeah,
That was the
he used
best.
to shoot Nazis with a shotgun.
Yeah, Donald was in World War II.
Yeah.
Isn't he? He's an honor.
Oh,
he's
there
an
was like
honorary member of.
Yeah, there was
some,
actually
like of the Navy.
Yeah, he was actually in two propaganda cartoons. One was about taxes.
Yeah. Anyways, so speaking of
So yeah, cartoons are always political. Like they're never not going to be political. So take that stick out of your butt.
speaking
and just
of
enjoy
TV
it.
and cartoons, there was
Yes.
nothing on last night to watch. I tried to watch TV last night, and they kept just talking about like some game where like this one team had to score like 270 points to win or some shit. Like that.
Damn it.
I don't know. I wasn't paying
their
attention.
mascot-
I'm like,
It was the jackasses versus the long noses.
I don't know, but it was like they showed the owners, and it was just two old white dudes. And like their
One
teams
was
were playing.
white.
They didn't show
The
the
other one-
game. They were just talking about it like,
one-
oh yeah, they're like competing for like 270, first team to get 270 wins. I was like, oh.
It was weird. The owner, the puppet from Jeff Dunham owns that team. It's really weird to watch.
God damn, he does kind of look like him, but if you look hard enough and you squint your eyes enough, Jeff Dunham's puppet looks like any old elderly white man.
'Cause all
I
old
was gonna
white
say-
people look the same.
Leave. That's kind of true about Walter.
Walter's just bitter. No, boy,
I love
you
Walter.
shaved your beard, which is your power now. You look like a freshman.
It's true. When I shave,
Freshman.
I get acne in places the beard wasn't. Like
Yeah, that's because you're not washing your face.
Yeah, you have to
I
wash
have a
it.
pimple right here. I washed
Yeah.
my face. This is where the beard was. I got acne. I get acne like up here when I shave my beard for some stupid reason. And my body's like, "Oh, you have no hair now." Ah, high school.
Damn it.
Fuck.
It's
I
almost
had
8
a
o'clock.
beard in high school.
It's almost 8 o'clock.
What about 8 o'clock? Is that
Whenever
a
I have a fucking smoothie and at 8 o'clock I need to go to the bathroom.
God damn it, Goku.
So we
So, yeah,
spent, it's almost
cosplayers.
8 o'clock. We were supposed to be talking about cosplayers. We sidetracked and then we sidetracked during the
we
sidetrack.
have yet to talk about
So
cosplayers.
cosplayers.
Yeah, because I don't think we were going to be able to cover like the whole cosplayer subject like
Well,
in 2
yeah.
hours.
That's
like a
whoa,
30
Are we
minute
actually
discussion.
gonna
We
be?
have a. We
So
have
wait,
a-
are we
we
gonna
can
actually
segue.
call out cosplayers?
You can. I don't care. I mean, as long as
I
you
don't care
say-
enough about.
As
I don't
long
care
as you don't
enough
like
about
make
them.
up shit about them.
I don't. To
Insert
be honest, I just don't
cosplay.
really give a shit. I mean, I understand there are some shitty things they do because they are also human, but
Like, what kind of cosplayers though? Are you talking about cosplayers in general? Are we talking about famous cosplayers, the model cosplayers,
Instas.
Instagram?
oh
the
well, which ones are you talking
OnlyFans?
about? Which ones are you talking about?
Me?
Yeah.
I was just talking about cosplayers in general that have their heads so far
Okay.
up their asses that they can't fucking, they can't do anything.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I think most of our immediate thoughts are to like the famous cosplayers, whichever that definition is,
Jessica
whether,
Negri, Yaya
yes.
Han.
I mean, I really don't have
Um,
an opinion. I don't have anything against Jessica Negri though.
of course you don't,
Why not?
It's 'cause she's
What makes you
cool.
say that?
because she's the one that always dresses skanky.
No, that's
She
not why.
dresses
So does
everything in a
Yaya Han.
bikini.
No, that's not why. Didn't I tell you I've actually met her?
I don't remember.
Is she
No.
cool?
Yeah,
Is that
she's
why?
pretty
Is she cool?
That's
Okay.
why. If you watch like the interviews with her and stuff when she's hanging out with people, she's just hanging out and having fun because she's
Yeah.
not so far up her own ass.
Yeah, no, I don't care about her fucking cosplayers.
Look, she got a lot of
Okay.
flack because she used to make her own cosplays like entirely, and she stopped doing that when she got more famous. It's like now she's just kind of modeling
It's
stuff.
because she doesn't have the
Oh,
time
okay.
anymore.
Like, you know, the time
Well,
for
no,
this
that
shit.
makes sense. And I've been a fan, and I've been a thing of that too. I hate that thing where if you don't make your own cosplay, you're not a cosplayer. Like, fuck you. Not
Jessica-
everyone's got that kind of skill.
But you know what Jessica Negri does? She
Hmm.
gets her costume made and she promotes the people who make it. So
See,
she's
I
giving
would
them
do
the
that.
platform
Yeah.
that the costume looks amazing. It's got a lot of detail and she's wearing
Yeah,
it. So she's
yeah.
giving that promotion for those creators.
See, I would
But
do
people
See,
wanna-
I would do that too. If
But then people want to like sex shame them because, oh, they're just because their body, they're famous cosplayers. Like,
So
yeah,
Hmm.
models are models. They look a certain part. That's how they get their job. But that's just how the industry works. You have to look a certain way
Well-
to get to that level of famous.
she, Pachinko said it, but I already knew this. She does voice in Ruby.
Yeah,
She's
she wears
Cinder.
a
Yes.
Cinder.
But she's busy, dude. She's got like a lot of shit going on. Like she's not like I only have issues with Yaya Han because she was like peddling her shit.
Right, but it's also
Well,
she's trying
yeah.
to sell. It's like her job. It's her business. You try
Right,
to
but
Right.
I
sell
already
your,
told
your
I already
business.
told her no like once. Like it should be like get out of my face.
Oh.
That's Goku's charm, though.
Like, do you want to buy a print? Why? That should tell you I'm not interested.
Who are you?
Who?
I'm gonna tell Yaya Han you're in her booth. Yes.
Somebody's acting real sus right now. There's an owl among us. Who?
um,
Wait a minute.
But like,
Yeah,
it-
but-
go ahead.
oh, I don't know. Go ahead, start it.
The stuck up cosplayers that are so far up their own ass are usually the ones that are kind of the ones that are jealous of the higher echelon of the cosplayers that get invited to go to conventions and they also get paid when they get invited to go to conventions.
Mhm.
The ones that are the like an imposter famous, they're only famous in their region or they're famous in a certain niche, but they're not big enough to where they might get invited as a guest, but they're not going to get like an appearance fee. They're not going to have a booth set up for them. They'll have them show up as like the cosplay judge as an honorary guest when like they don't really have they're skilled in like just EVA foam crafting, but they're being expected to judge people on sewing, EVA, Warbler,
Sure.
Plastizo, all this other stuff. But they're a judge now because they're invited. So they're
Jeez,
stuck
you
up
lost
on their
me,
own ass.
dude. I was like, what?
I cosplay too.
But
Pachinko
I get-
says,
yeah.
what about Momokun?
What?
Momokun is
Wasn't Momokun like touching people inappropriately?
she is she's an asshole is what she was. Because she would
I heard like parts of that story. I don't know the full story, but yeah, saying once again, cosplay does not equal consent.
Yeah.
Period, bar none. Doesn't matter if you're a guy touching a girl or a girl touching
Unless
a guy or any combination thereof. No, just no.
Unless
No.
you're Goku, I am a piece of meat.
touch Goku.
All right, fine. But that's again, you're already consenting.
That statement is you consenting.
Yeah.
But just the act of being in the cosplay not. But Momokun's issue is that she was inappropriately touching lots of people. And then she would just defend herself by saying just the dumbest comments is like, you're just lying, you're just trying to get attention and stuff.
Here's an article about it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna skip the
She's
first
a
paragraph.
What's
All
the
right, well,
skinny?
here we go.
Okay.
Past half decade, the cosplayer scene has
Double
experienced
dose.
several aggressive instances of community-wide allegations of sexual inappropriate behavior regarding cosplayers and convention attendees. The latest figure to fall foul of the... Who's, like, calling me? Dick Clown.
I thought it was a cat.
Inappropriate behavior regarding
We've
cosplay and
tried
convention.
to reach you about your extended warranty.
The latest figure to fall
not allowed
foul
at
of the
Sour
community
Patches.
effort to rid itself of sexual assault is a cosplayer known as Momo-kun, real name Mariah Malad. Malad.
I don't care.
Having gained her popularity in the community, is now offering her little more than infamy, with the vocal majority calling her for her removal from platforms she once profited from. On July 3rd, just 2 days before the convention was due to kick off, the branch of Creators Guild Clothing, known as Dre Love Club, announced that an Anime Expo 18 booth would host a meet and greet for the cosplayer, leading to one user speaking out on behalf of the peers. This is the tweet.
We're losing the stream.
Looks fine to
It's
me.
been
Hold on,
like
give me a
pausing
second.
3 times. It just paused like 3 times in a row.
You guys talk.
Okay.
Let's talk about Goku and make it hard to talk on his phone. And he took off his headphones.
Momo-kun's trying to jack the Wi-Fi.
I hear you talking about me, bitch. Whoa. Didn't know you had our number.
Don't be an
Did
asshole.
you get it from John? They're both outside the house right now.
They are.
But
Anyway.
there's like a weird tier system of people that are famous and cosplayers that don't let the shit go to their head, and then you just have that weird mid tier of people who are so stuck up that they think they deserve more credit than what they get because they're not the famous person that everyone else is.
And again, it's also interesting to see how when stories like this come up, when it's a girl perpetrating these allegation, these allegations where it's like interesting that it's interesting that people are actually coming forward and saying, yeah, it's this chick. It's not some dude that everyone automatically expects. It's some dude. It's this chick right here. And this has kind of got to stop. And yeah, because absolutely women can be
bitches.
Yeah.
I was gonna say a different word, but I'll save it for later.
Good idea. And yeah, it's not okay even for us to do it. And it's okay for anybody being turned into a victim to say, hey, you can't do this to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This year's an interesting one because you have that mid-tier area of cosplay, I guess, that make money from going to conventions. And I have a lot of friends that they sell things, they have booths they go to, that this year sucks for them because they had to rely solely on like online formats because they can't go to a convention and sell it that way.
Hey,
you're supposed to be in the comments.
Hi.
What's up?
So,
why does Goku look like he has a chocolate bar on the side of his head?
He got a call.
You got a call about his extended warranty.
Yep.
No, it's probably something else.
Okay.
But we are currently talking about the down year in this convention season.
Yeah.
For cosplay guests that now, and cosplayers in general that make money at conventions, they can't make that. So either as a guest or by selling products.
Yes. Some of them. Fastly for the fans. Hi y'all. A little last minute. Sorry y'all.
And our host with the most keyboard song.
Yeah. Hi. How you doing? No, I think I've seen a lot of. There has been a lot of cosplayers I've known who I think a year ago you wouldn't think they would be a part of it. Now they're like resorting to more of Patreon. Some of them are on OnlyFans. But obviously most of them don't show off their, like, you know, they don't go all full naked or anything. They just show off their cosplay stuff. There's even some who just say, you know, this pandemic pretty much made it worse. Most of them just essentially just retired from cosplay. You're not going to unbelievable. There's actually one I knew. He said it was a long time coming, and this whole pandemic pretty much sealed the deal. And I'm like, I'm not cosplaying, and that's what happens. The sad part of it is, and I mean, for some, obviously, I know eventually we'll all go back to normal and all that. But sometimes, you know, some of these cosplayers can't really make it. And there's always those people make the argument, well, why don't they go get a real job and all that? But
Well,
you know
like,
how
people
they'll
were
be.
they're trying to make this their job because
Yeah.
the idea
Same
it's
thing.
that dumb idea of do something you love and you'll never
It's the same
regret
thing
your
with
life.
YouTubers and podcasters and everything. Everyone's
Streamers and all that too.
and streamers and stuff.
And
Everyone
also,
would,
yeah, no,
a lot
sorry.
of people would rather do this kind of job, their passion,
yeah, if
versus
any-
some other job, unless
Yeah.
they're like, no, this is a hobby and I have a job and I'm cool with doing these things.
and and also, you know, not the whole 9-to-5 job thing nowadays. It's like there's so many different ways to earn money,
Right.
like to the point where you don't even need a college degree to earn money.
Technically,
That's-
yeah.
Some of them, but and then some of them would just post memes of like, oh, I'm gonna go to college, and they have that meme with a guy painting himself like a clown.
The
He's like,
clown.
I'm gonna make money, I'm gonna have the most greatest time of my life, and it's
Yeah.
like, and for me, I feel kind of attacked, but I mean, I'm still doing pretty well with the.
Hey, Sonic's here.
Oh, he's back.
Hello, and I've heard
We
what y'all said
already
about me.
introduced-
Where have you been? I had to do the skinny. You know how awkward that was?
Yeah, I heard
Skinny
y'all. It
one-
was
it
really,
lasted like
it was,
an hour.
It was pretty brutal.
You know, for real, I was like a
Brutal.
deer con headline. Yeah, so the skinny.
Yeah, my
This
phone,
is
my
happening.
my mom was asking me, "Why are you making that face?" I'm like, "They're terrible at the skinny." Sorry, I had to throw you on the bus.
We'll
on that
call
one.
it some. Everyone has to come up with a name for when they have to do it when
Okay.
you're not here.
I was the one that
skinny,
came up with the skinny though, so I'm a user.
Yeah, he did. So, well, except for on Friday, last week we did the fatty.
Fatty.
'Cause that was like a week's worth of
You
shit.
might have come up with a name, Goku, but Sonic made it his.
Yeah.
All right, so what were y'all talking about? Because I feel
Oh, we
like
were talking
no longer
about-
talking about Momokun.
It was
Oh,
cosplayers that
were y'all talking
essentially
about
had to.
Momokun?
Well, we were talking specifically about her at the moment,
Okay,
but
okay.
but we are talking it in general terms.
I know,
Do
but
you
if
have a specific cosplayer you would like to throw under the bus?
Not really. It's just more like what I've seen of the person. You know, like Momokun.
Sure.
I'll give like here's my take on Momokun. Her cosplays, I have no problem with it, but as a person, she really needs she needs like an adjustment on that because 2 years ago there was an incident that came out that said, oh, she's accused of sexual harassment and all that.
Mhm.
And then when she had to address it, she said, "Oh, you know, it's because my ADHD and made that happen. Oh, that's why I'm all I act all sexual towards people and all that."
And that's what pissed me off because I have
Yeah.
fucking AD.
A lot of people have ADHD
And-
and
and
use
there's-
that as an excuse.
Yeah, and it's so this. And she knew she was getting in trouble because that was the same weekend Anime Expo was happening,
Mhm.
and pretty much a lot of people cut ties with her. The booth that was sponsoring her was like, "Hey, we don't want you here." Funimation cut ties with her. A lot of people did, and she was trying to like ease up and all that, but it's just like, you know, people don't forget that stuff, you know.
Mhm.
Salvage the raft that already has holes in it.
Yeah,
Right.
she's like, "Oh, join me on Patreon and all that." I'm like, and people would be like, "Do I need ADHD to access it?" I'm like, "Pfft," and it kind of like blew her in front of her face. But I mean, no, it's just that I mean, like I said, cosplays are fine. As a human being, she needs to like keep improving on that stuff.
Right.
And there's also a couple of cosplayers I've heard that just be like, who would be like, "Oh, cosplays for everyone, man. You guys are so great," and then would shit on that person the next
Yeah.
like a minute later, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you are. It's a good message, but the wrong messenger. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's pretty much what I could say about that.
I just don't like cosplayers that have their fucking heads up their asses.
Well, I don't
Which-
like anybody who has their heads up their
Well,
asses.
did y'all name anybody
That's
specifically like
just
that?
people.
I don't want to name anybody locally.
Okay.
Right. For two reasons. One, I don't want to be like that channel.
That-
Secondly,
Yeah.
They're in
second
the
reason,
chat.
I just don't remember.
He was drunk when they were an asshole.
Yeah.
No,
I
I wasn't. I was so.
can't-
I don't
I
think I
can't
was
fully-
even 21 yet.
right. I
That
can't
doesn't mean
fully
anything.
name
Yeah, right.
names because the more I think about it, any names I could name, I don't think it's actually on this, like it actually pertains to this specific issue that we're talking about. So I'm not just going to name names just to like call people out and throw them under the bus. Also, I just don't pay that much attention anymore to the famous cosplayers.
Mhm.
I've got more important things on my
How do
mind.
you
So.
how do you feel about people who, well, there's people who meet these cosplayers, and if these cosplayers look at them the wrong way or say something, doesn't pay attention to them, and then they shit on them for like, hey, fuck this dude, this guy isn't paying attention to me, that's why I'm not gonna be a cosplayer anymore.
I don't understand
the
any of that
problem?
whatsoever.
So is the problem with the person who doesn't like the cosplayer, or the
cosplayer or the
cosplayer
fan?
being?
Okay, I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna name one.
Make
on
up
the
a name.
spot.
John Cusack.
Not Cusack. No, this is because I've heard a lot of people say a lot of crap about Leon Chiro, or Leon Cairo, or Leon Chiro.
Churro.
Leon Chiro.
Churro.
A lot of people kind of crap on him for like, him saying, there was one point like some guy I knew, he said, "Oh, I'm not gonna cosplay anymore. I retired from cosplay because, oh, Leon Chiro didn't pay attention to me." And I'm like, okay, so it's not a big deal, dude. If nobody pays attention, it's fine, bro. I mean, eventually you'll get. It doesn't happen on the spot.
Yeah, you have to work at it.
I don't want to. You can tell me who after, but was that somebody we both know?
I think so.
I think it sounds like a local cosplayer.
I think so.
I was at a con, man, and I just walked up to him. Hey, man, you're Leon Chiro? I looked at my friend. I'm like, Cheerios?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
And he's like, no, it's Chiro. Oh, so it's not. Who told me Cheerios? So I'm over here looking at him like, hey, so I just want to talk to him like, hey, we're just curious as to why you picked us for the judges award. He told us, we talked to him, we were like shooting the breeze. Sometimes you just gotta like go up to people. Just because they're a famous cosplayer doesn't mean they're a person. They're not they're a person. They're still a person.
Yeah, I was about to say you would have gave the wrong message there.
Doesn't mean they're a person.
I know I said it wrong. I did say it wrong, and I apologize.
That's a lot of context.
Just because they're a famous cosplayer doesn't mean that they're not a regular person.
Yeah.
Like you just gotta fucking talk to them. They didn't say hi to me. Then go fucking say hi to them yourself.
Yeah, seriously.
Right, and also, yeah.
They can be bad people too. They can be real assholes. That happens.
And there could also be some who, but what about the people who are like regular people who look up to these people? It's like, hey man, your cosplay should be like Leon Chiro, man. His cosplay's so fucking good. Yours is just too. You don't have the look for it, or anything like that.
Fuck you, man. I'm gonna do me. You do
I don't like those fucking people. I will roast them.
Those are cosplay shamers.
You should look like this person. You look nothing like them. Yeah, and that's the reason why you're single, bitch.
Like, well,
yeah.
Leon Chiro doesn't like donuts as much as I do, so that's one thing. And he's been doing this for like 10 more years than I have, and I don't care that much.
And he doesn't have a family.
Jesus.
That we know of.
That got dark real quick.
How's that dark? It's true.
I don't know. Oh, I don't know.
Like,
you know what I mean? He doesn't have a wife or kids or a husband or anything.
Oh.
Like people something to draw your attention away.
I thought you meant like he was like a Bruce Wayne type, only not Bruce Wayne.
I don't know.
A vigilante.
Like, Jesus.
I don't know, and I don't care. He's an adult.
Explains why he's in such good shape.
He's a
always out there at
adult.
night.
He's a
There you
grown
go.
ass adult. He don't need parents.
But no, yeah, like oh man.
Lost train of thought.
I did.
No.
Because that was great. Well, no, like so back to the thing about like people that cosplay shame. Like I said, I've been cosplay shamed before. When I first made. Yeah, I think like we've all been shamed.
Yeah,
at
me and my
point.
girlfriend get cosplay shamed by
No one says shit.
who feel
to my
so
face.
insecure and all that who don't have the balls to say it to my face, but like to go up behind a computer screen and say it.
Oh yeah.
I've had one dumb comment, and that was it.
Hey man, I told you I was sorry.
No. It's no. I legit know somebody. Who,
No, I was telling Jake because I said something bad about his cosplay. Why is he wearing pasties?
That is true.
Oh, yeah.
That's something else. I did that on purpose, man. I loved those were like the best part of that
the
cosplay.
whole like here's the thing.
Fucking love that shit.
The whole cosplay
Interrupting
shaming it
Sonic.
happens, and you can't let it get to
it's-
you. Like you can't let people like dictate whether you're gonna have fun or not. You know how many fucking
Oh no,
times
absolutely.
people have gotten in my face just for wearing the poncho. I have a lot of people that will just stare and tell me that I'm cultural appropriation or some bullshit.
Appropriating your own culture. How
Like,
dare you?
I'm like, and then I'll just walk past them, okay? And you know what though? I will admit, there are. I don't know what the word term is. I don't know what the proper term is for this, but I'm just gonna say cosplay shame. I will cosplay shame people that don't need to be cosplaying at all, in the sense that, like, there are some people that neglect their responsibilities, or eating, or having a place to stay, or showering, or their kids, so they can have money to buy or to go to a con or cosplay or whatever the fuck.
Oh,
they're
okay,
doing.
sure. Okay, no, that's different.
Sonic said something a little while ago that kind of relates to that. Is that people retired from cosplay this past year because they couldn't afford to do it anymore, because now they don't have money coming in from that hobby, because they would sell things, but now they can't do that, so they had to retire from it, which is a smart move. Like, if
and not
you're
just
don't put yourself in the hole for a hobby.
Yeah, not just that, also is because some of them, like, I don't know if it's true or not, like some guests we get paid, and like, hey, we want you to be at this con as a guest, we'll pay you for your time and all that. You know, some of them, that's their form of income in a way. Some of them just can't do it anymore. Like, for example, some people are like, they would have the stress. I'm like, oh, you know, I don't want to do it, all this stuff. And then once the pandemic hits, like, all right, well, you know what? I think it's time for me to just hang it up.
It's the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
There are some cosplayers who refuse to let go. There are, and I know one. I fucking know one, and they are very well known in the community here in
I didn't
Texas.
pay my rent, but I finished this cosplay.
I'm not going to say who they are, their event's name, but they do run an event every fucking year. And this person has stayed in my hotel room, and they brought their little kids into my hotel room after I told them we were having a party.
Oh, yeah, you told the story, too.
Yes, and I will always...
And
this person likes to throw me under the bus, and I'm going to throw your bitch ass under the bus, too. I'm sorry, but if you're at a convention and your kid is sick, and you are like, well, my kid's sick, but I'm here. They have a babysitter with them. They're gonna call me if anything happens. I'm like, what the fuck? You need to get the fuck out of here.
Sounds like a cunt.
We need to be calling CPS on you.
Why is your child in the middle of my hotel room while there's a bunch of drunk people?
Because I have a photo shoot.
Because
leave.
I told you they had to come with me. Well, there's a bedroom in there. I told you could have the bedroom.
People, those are the type of people who need to stop.
See, if that happened,
their vision of life is just broke.
Yeah, but see, if that happened, like in the future when we get back to doing the normal things, I would actually like leave the party and just hang out with the kids. Like, hey, I got some games.
Oh, thank God, Super Juice here.
I don't like.
Bring your kids.
Deal with that.
You say that now. You're like, I would leave the party to hang out with kids, and then all of a sudden you hear Super Joe. Goku's about to fight a toilet. Oh, what?
I'll be back.
That's why because I would be watching the kids like a good mom.
Nah, bring
and
the
then
kids.
I'd have to go watch these dumbass kids.
Use Goku as an example.
I'd be like,
learn, stay in school, don't be like this.
I would. I'd be like, see, you want to end up like this? No. Good. Let's go.
Like, they're crying. Like, I don't like it here.
It's like, I understand. Okay, let's go watch a movie.
Next day, Goku's like, why are those kids like crying whenever they see me? Like, oh, nothing. Don't worry about it.
They're sad for you.
Why? What did I do? Like, oh, this is going to be a fun Monday.
Way you are.
You're a precious person.
Yep. I'd be like, just turn him on his side. If he falls back and he's drowning in his own puke, let me know.
I thought you were talking about the children for a second. Just teaching the kids how to properly take care of a passed out drunk person.
Well, no, yeah, actually, that is important first aid things to know.
They're 3.
They still need to know.
It takes 4 of them to roll someone over.
True.
You know, people who don't. That's the people who go to conventions and they don't bring enough money. They risk losing stuff outside of the cosplaying mentality that they have.
Yeah, but I don't bring enough money sometimes. But I'm talking about like more like, hey, I'm behind on my rent, but I'm here.
Yeah. Don't do that.
And there are people that will do that. Like you have.
You, in particular, are a terrible human being. Do not do that.
What the fuck?
Not you, Goku.
The way you said it.
Yeah, so out of context.
Keep in mind, you're pointing at the screen
and saying you
means you're pointing at
us. Talking
if you're gonna do that,
the people
don't point the screen.
that are irresponsible and are
choosing
to
go.
If you watch the podcast, it looks like you're pointing right at me.
Oh, sorry.
You 3 people, and then everyone in the chat. You are irresponsible.
If you are irresponsible enough to not take care of your real world stuff and you only do and like you show up to this thing, no, I understand we all need a break from the real world, but no, come on. The best
Saying
thing you
it,
can
Chief.
the best thing you can do for yourself is take care of your shit and then go have fun.
And if you can't take care of your shit, you're doing something
And
wrong, and you really
Yeah.
need to readjust your life because it's
Yes.
not working.
Yes.
But if you're stressing over, that's something. The mental health issue and like conventions that people have because they're stressing over a convention is wrong.
That takes away the fun from it.
If
It
I'm
shouldn't be a
stressing at a
stress.
convention, I'm not fucking going.
I think that's actually another reason why I haven't done more shows, because they are just so much stress and work. I feel a part of me was like, oh, I want to go to like all these shows and see all of my friends again that I haven't seen in a few years. But at the same time, it's like, you gotta find hotel, you gotta do this air travel, you gotta have enough like cosplays if you want to do it for the day. You gotta make sure you got money to eat and maybe buy stuff or whatever. And then you got to make sure you don't
What
get
the
like
fuck?
Yeah, when you're young and stupid, it's not a big issue. When you're older and you know what you're doing, you're like,
oh my
Older
god,
and wiser.
When you're young and stupid, it's fine.
don't
but
get old. Wait,
when
what?
you're young and stupid, it's fine.
Oh,
but when
okay.
you're older, don't be stupid.
Yeah,
Don't
Now
be
you're just
old and
old.
stupid.
yeah.
you can get away with it when you're younger and your credit
Yeah.
score doesn't matter.
See what? And that's the thing. I remember talking with like John back at one of the BotCons. He was saying like sometimes he does bring his family to the shows and sometimes he doesn't. So he was saying like he was going to bring one of his kids to a BotCon that was in Dallas on my birthday, but he wasn't doing good in school, so he wasn't going to come. And I was like, that's a great idea. And ever since then, I've kept on to that thought for whenever I finally become a mom, I want to do this thing. I'll tell my kids, hey, if you can have these kind of good grades and I can see, and even if you can't get these good grades, as long as I can see you actually busting your butt and trying, if you don't have any disciplinary issues and you can have good grades, you are allowed to take some time off and we'll go to a convention if that's the thing. As long as you keep up with schoolwork and stuff, and I'll okay it with the teachers.
I'm gonna do the
Otherwise-
no pass, no play rule. Like you're failing, you ain't going.
Not
No,
me.
yeah, absolutely.
Not
You
me
gotta
with
do.
my
Absolutely.
You
kid.
gotta go run a lap and do up downs in the
Yeah.
yard. Okay,
Yeah.
you're
No pass, no play.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, but if you're failing and if you're acting up, nope, you're staying home. And
I'm going. You're staying.
yeah. And
I'm
so-
not grounded. I didn't fail.
Yeah.
You're in
right.
trouble.
That's right,
Exactly.
SJ. Leave him with the baby daddy.
I'm gonna drop you off with somebody. I'll pick one at
I was
random.
gonna say not me. I'm not introducing.
I was gonna say they're-
I'm not gonna introduce my kid until she's like 18 because a bunch of I'm like look, I'm not sorry. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just say it. This fucking community, especially people we know, are fucking degenerates.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah.
Fucking pervs.
True.
Well, my daughter's already cosplayed and she loves going to conventions, mostly for the hotel because hotel
Yes.
rooms are awesome.
Yes.
You go in the hotel, get your own room, get your own bed, and a TV with cable.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Zelda, where's
Yep.
your dad? He's passed out on the floor again.
Hold on, she gets out of the bed and just does a running, just sprints and hits you on the side to roll you over to your side.
I'm unconscious.
Good work.
I'm plastered. I'm unconscious.
Lord.
I'm dead on the floor, but she tries to leave without my permission. I wake up. Hey, where are you going?
There you go.
You like reach out and grab her ankle before she leaves. Like, how you doing?
What are you doing? Where are you going?
How did you wake up?
Wait,
I got a
I'm
timer.
going with some friends. What's his name?
She's gonna look around the rooms like, Michael J. Fox.
I know all the Michaels around here, and I don't like any of
Oh
them.
shit.
No.
Link. So it checks out. He's a mute.
And then he's like, take Super G
Here.
with you. What?
Griffin. Peter Griffin. Oh.
Like, watch your own damn kid. I got my own litter. Jesus.
They don't like it when you call them that.
Yeah, the cat phrase. Cat phrase. Is that a catchphrase? Cat
SJ,
phrase.
why'd you bring your cats here?
Cat phrase. Because it's part of the show.
It's part of the costume.
Yeah, the cat lady.
You know, the other guests don't like it when you throw the cats at them.
Okay.
That lady from The
Who
Simpsons.
is okay? That's Black Sonic. Dad mode kicks on Black Sonic. I'm like, because he put BS and I thought it was bullshit. I'm like, no, it's Black Sonic.
It stands for Ball Super.
Ball super.
I thought you were gonna say balls soup.
Ball soup.
Ball soup?
That's weird.
I don't know.
He's at the soup
like meatball
store.
soup.
Oh no.
Wouldn't that be wet spaghetti, wet pasta?
Yeah.
Pool pasta.
This is good meatball soup. This is spaghetti.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I made snowflake soup. I like that you grab snowflakes with your tongue. So basically a bowl of hot water. That's snowflake soup. A bowl of hot water.
Or were we supposed to be talking shit about cosplayers?
Yes.
We were still in the
in a
cosplay
sense. Yeah,
convention.
We are still kind of doing that. Yeah. I don't,
Cosplayers who ruin their freaking life because they don't know how to get their personal
don't
life
like,
under.
yeah, those are not good people. Don't like cosplayers that are like, you don't dress sexy enough. It's like, fuck you. That's not the whole point.
I don't even wear a shirt. How much more sexy can I get?
It's like, here's the crazy thing about cosplayers.
What do you think about white knights?
We've talked about them before. Fuck those guys.
I like how
People-
people.
Hold on.
I just love.
I need that
how a
definition
lot
again.
of
I don't
the-
understand.
Okay, I say something bad about you, like, God damn, SJ, save some food for the rest of us. Here comes Pachinko, to defend you. You leave her alone.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much like, for example, like, I'll tell you this, Momokun has like a shit ton of like white knights.
And we know a few.
Okay.
We know a few.
Hmm.
One of them is very infamous in the community. I'm just gonna fucking say his
okay.
name. I don't care. Broly Kun.
Okay.
Everybody fucking knows Broly Kun.
I don't know. Like,
Y'all might not because you're not part of
We've heard
Well, no, like,
we've heard
that's
the
not-
name before.
yeah, like I've heard the name before, but I don't care about all that. So, like, specifically, I don't know. Like, if they're genuine, like if it.
I think
Like,
the idea
a
of them
lot of
being
people
white
will
knights
defend
is not
Momokun
genuine.
because they think she's hot.
Okay, that I call bull. That I call bull on. That's unnecessary. Like, that's not the point. You need to understand, regardless of how popular somebody is, how famous or whatever, there's still a right and a wrong. You still know what the
Famous
rules are.
and an asshole.
Yeah, and you still can't. You are still not allowed to technically be an
Look at
asshole.
the
So,
people
okay,
that
in that
defend-
sense, I don't like it.
Look at the people that defend Matsuri. They're white knights.
Okay, so yeah,
Or
we
they're
talked,
just
when we
idiots.
talked about
yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah.
we did talk about. Remember that one person who was trying to get a
Yeah.
refund, and here came that white knight. This isn't the place or the time to be talking about that. You
and
gotta
it like
email
actually
them.
absolutely is. Yes.
They're like, well, I emailed them months ago, and I went through every. I took every step I had to take to get in contact with them, and they flat out, well, this isn't the place. You're just trying to make them look bad.
It's like, dude, it's
I'm
it's
not
about-
trying anything. They're doing it themselves. I'm just stating
Yeah,
what they've
by
done.
not right.
Yeah.
So I
Like,
mean, I didn't
be
mean to bring
gone
up
before
Matsuri.
somebody drops the house on you.
I didn't mean to bring up Matsuri, but Matsuri is a great example of having
Oh,
white
sure.
knights as fans.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that definition. So yeah, okay, in that sense, yes. Those are not great. You're not a good person. You are not helping the cause. You're just
And that's
causing
the
more
same
problems.
definition. That's the same meaning whenever it comes to Momokun when it comes to the social
Okay.
justice warriors.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, it's the people that are like, leave him. It's like that. It's like that one person, like, leave Brittany alone. You know.
Oh,
remember
Chris.
that shit?
Well, that was actually
That was true. That's the media fucking with Brittany. They didn't leave her alone.
yeah, they didn't leave her alone.
No, but I'm talking about the individual. I don't give a fuck what happened with Brittany.
Oh,
well, he
yeah,
actually
that-
he wasn't white
Look,
knighting. He was
wonderful
just like, yeah,
it's
calm
her
down.
fault for making a song that says "Hit me, baby, one more time." So the media hit her with some more shit.
So it's kind of like
That
better
was
than
like
ass.
10 years later.
10-year challenge.
Brittany's like the best mom. Like, have you seen her social media? It's amazing.
Yeah, she's like improving a lot.
She's
That
gotten
wasn't
better.
herself,
She's
so.
gotten
She
better.
fucking dressed like she did like a full Pokemon party. She did.
Oh, her son
party
dressed
for
up
her
as
kid.
Frieza.
Yeah, it's like fuck yeah, it's my kid.
Hey, if I was rich, I'd throw a Pokemon party for my kids too.
She is, so she did.
Oof. Money makes you nicer.
Probably
No, it
does, yeah.
doesn't.
And all the media stopped caring about it. It's
You
like, oh,
give
finally, some
more,
peace.
you do more, you throw bigger
No.
parties.
Money would make me happier.
I
Money
Oh,
would
no.
solve
Oh no.
99 more of my
You
problems.
guys know good goddamn well money does not make somebody nicer. It may make somebody like us nicer because we didn't come from money.
No,
But
yeah.
you know someone that is born into money, they are not nice about
yeah.
Oh yeah, money can buy happiness though. I completely think money can buy happiness.
It's like
Less stress.
it. It would get me out of debt. That would make me happy.
Yeah, no,
There
I
you
think
go.
money can buy
Exactly.
you happiness because most of my stress is cost because of debt.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
They can
So
buy
that's
some vitamins. Solve some of these
I mean,
problems.
it's
Already
like money.
Yeah, I
money
know.
I already took my
I
vitamins.
know. Speaking of, I know it's a little side note, a little political though. New Jersey became the newest state to legalize marijuana.
Job.
I think like
Oh,
8
I forgot
different
to
states
add
did
that
something
to the
today.
skinny. One
Yeah.
more thing for the skinny that I forgot to add is that in
Wait.
2021, a lot of medical use marijuana dispensaries are going to be built up and brought up in the United States. Oh yeah.
Actually, now I think about it, how do you feel about like at a con, like people use marijuana at a con?
I don't give 2 flying fucks.
Okay.
My
I know it's
response
side note.
is
The same thing. The same thing is with drinking. As long as they don't act like assholes.
Hey,
I have an issue when people
Ain't
try to
nothing.
spike people
Responsibly.
spike like
I'm
the
not an
water and stuff.
asshole.
That's when I have issues.
Hmm.
Did
That-
I say you specifically? I
that
say
electrical socket had it coming.
Hey, Goku's an asshole. Don't let him get by with that. Goku's an asshole.
Yeah. Like
In between the hours of like, there's a 4-hour window.
If it's
spread out
after
throughout the
6
convention.
o'clock, I've already started. If it's
Like-
after 9 o'clock, I'm an asshole.
yeah.
It's
Like I
asshole
don't
time.
blame.
It's
I'm
more-
not gonna blame like alcohol for drunk people's behavior. I'm gonna blame the drunk person for not knowing their own limits.
That's,
Well, also
that's
people-
crazy
Or
too, because-
having
People
or
who are just
having a
assholes when they're
proper-
drunk is a different
and that's the
problem.
thing. Though,
Or having a
people-
proper support circle
Here-
to say,
here-
hey, you've had enough, stop.
No, people will tell them to stop. Here's the thing. The problem with a lot of cosplayers when they go to cons and party, they think they know their own limits. They really don't.
True.
That's why a lot of people that have hung out with us and party with us and like they drink with us, they go on the Goku scale. On a scale of 1 to Goku, what is your tolerance?
Well, I'm like almost a Goku.
I can
No,
keep
no,
up with Goku. No. I've seen you go shot for Goku, and Goku still walked a straight line. The bottle's empty.
Goku, we ran out of booze. Goku was ready. There's also people who don't handle their alcohol the same way.
Goku-
Like,
yeah.
Exactly.
You could be a
Yeah,
mean
no,
drunk.
like-
You could be
Yes.
an aggressive
No.
drunk. Those
Sad
are not
drunk.
good.
Absolutely,
The happy
absolutely.
drunk.
You
No, I
have to know. You
understand.
have to know your limits. You have to know what kind of person you are.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know how you're gonna react. Because I'm always the same way, no matter what I drink. I drink. It's so my tolerance is so
Wait,
high.
what?
I said, I drink. My tolerance is so high. I have to make my alcohol in bulk.
Okay.
I have to make we make Super Saiyan Blue. We make it 5 gallons at a time.
Sure.
And it's got
Bring in the drum.
for real. And then like I was telling my friend, he's like he drank with his coworkers. He's like, dude, none of them could keep up. I'm like, well, now you're with me, so you got to keep up with me. He's like, yeah, yep. And people
You're out of
think-
the
they
you're out of the
think-
minors. You're
they
in the majors.
think that they know their tolerance. They think they know that they can keep up. They
Sure.
think they can run. Rummy Lawrence is here. Rummy, that's who I'm talking about. That's the guy that I was talking about right now.
Hey,
The guy that said that none of my coworkers could keep up. But I'm like,
okay.
you got to keep up with me now. That's my limit, Rummy. Here's the thing: people think they understand their limits, and you can, they used to like, oh, alcohol determines my personality. You got to understand that, like,
alcohol is not a personality.
alcohol is not a personality. It makes you do dumb shit. Everybody's like, oh, you're more honest when you're drunk. No. I've heard people spew bullshit when they're drunk.
You can lie when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Like I'm
You
a,
just
I got-
your filters are just like disabled.
I'm a teapot.
Short and spout.
Short and
Here's
sweet.
my list.
Just tip him over. He'll be fine.
I think you mean stout.
Don't need to know your limit if you don't drink. Black Sonic. Yeah, but we're not talking about the people that don't drink. We're not talking
I like
about.
how it looks like he's
That's me.
quoting himself. You got Sonic and SJ over here. They're
He's
not
letting us
drinkers.
know that it's him. Because for
Oh,
some
okay.
reason he
I
doesn't
know.
know how to change it from Geeks 5 over to himself.
I know, but I agree. It seems like you're quoting yourself when you do that.
Maybe they are quoting. I put them on shirts.
He's got the emojis like,
Yeah, but like, don't shame people for drinking either.
Well, no.
recreational at convention stuff. That's fine as long as you do not affect someone else.
No,
Don't
but again,
fuck up someone else's fun.
And no. Here's the thing though. Like, there are drunk people that do screw it up, but it's like the psychology class my sister's taking.
Mm.
They were talking about like this. It's gonna sound unrelated, but I'm gonna get to a point.
Okay.
When a person from a race commits a crime, that one person will commit that crime, right? But the whole fucking race is penalized for it.
Unless it's white people.
Yeah, no, they said that when it's a white person, it's just that one individual. So
Yeah.
when one person at a con screws up and they're drunk or high, everyone that does it is penalized.
Hmm.
Well, I'm not saying that either. Again, I trust you, Goku, if we have this party again. Don't ask me why I do this, but I trust you to like
you've been drinking tonight. Your inhibitions are crazy.
ST. I trust you to keep the shit together. But no, like the same thing. I actually do like separate the group from the person. If one person is being an asshole, I blame that person for being an asshole. But but yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I'm not blaming the beer or the alcohol for making that person an asshole. That person was already an asshole. I'm not going to blame the drinks for it.
Right. No,
I'm going to blame the person for not saying
right. If they're already a fucking asshole, then they're an asshole. But you know who's the bigger fucking asshole than the drunk people that act stupid? The people that bitch about it. The people that complain, why do you go to con and drink? I'm like, well, first off, motherfucker, back up.
I drink at home. I figured I'd just be comfortable somewhere else.
Back up because I can smell you. I can smell your breath. I can smell your funky breath. I can smell your funky ass BO. And I can tell you're not wearing socks.
No, absolutely. No, yeah, absolutely. What is that damn saying? Those that live in glass houses throw the first stone or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Shouldn't throw rocks.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, like no.
How about just don't throw rocks?
Well, for one, obviously, but yeah, no, absolutely. Show me somebody who's absolutely perfect, doesn't fuck it up ever, and then they're allowed to judge. Did we just kill you?
Wrong pipe. Nope.
No, it's like, oh no, something in the smoothie. I don't know. Got like I don't know, it was powder or something. It's like a big chunk of it, and it got stuck into my throat.
Oh, it didn't get blended properly.
What'd you order?
Some kind of berries. It's got, I don't know. It's got strawberry and raspberry. Thing? I don't really like it because I don't like the taste of raspberry.
Raspberry.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like
raspberries are delicious.
I don't like raspberries.
Okay, fine. Anyway.
Jesus Christ, it was stuck. I drank some. I thought I was going to drink some water because it was like stuck right there. It was like.
Big one.
But yeah, no, I especially like the people that are, well, yeah, I mean, this isn't specifically the cosplayers, but this is just, sorry, I'm going to tangent into people in general. The people that are like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this thing.
Don't worry, I have a segue that'll get us back on track. Don't worry.
And it's like, don't tell me how not to do. Well, it's like the people that get on to people in the LGBTQ community, like, you shouldn't be that you go against God. And it's like, how many divorces have you had already? That technically goes against God. So
no, we're not gonna segue into shit. I got something to say. I got something to say to those people. Those are the same people that walk around a con in a cosplay and they get mad if not enough people take their picture. Especially,
yeah, I've seen those too.
There's one guy that 17 doesn't like, who entered a cosplay. We were in the Japanese festival and we entered the cosplay contest, and I won an award for my Omnimon from Digimon, and he was salty as fuck that he didn't get shit. And then they're like, who won? Did you win an award? No, Goku won.
I didn't know you did Omnimon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. I saw that. It was really cool.
And then the following year, I did Megazord.
I know your Megazord one. That was good too.
This is during the time I was doing mech cosplays. You know, this is the same person that will get mad if they don't have enough pictures. They'll walk around, go to the dealer's room, spend $300, just walk around, take pictures, get their picture taken, attend maybe one or two panels, get a couple of autographs, and then just go straight to bed or go in their room and play retro games on their shitty fucking laptop, and then they'll go to bed. I mean,
You ca-
I'm
a
not
lot of
shaming
what you
anyone
just
that
said
does
just
that.
described
You
what I
have,
do at
but
convention.
yeah, you have to like walk the floors a couple of times if
Okay.
you want to
And-
get that many pictures taken.
Right.
And it also depends on when your cosplay. If you don't know what your fucking cosplay is, they ain't gonna take a fucking picture of it.
Yeah.
If you're dressed up as random
Yeah.
character
I
design,
dressed up. Yeah, like I'll give you an example.
An
I dressed
original
up as-
design,
Yeah, or an
OC.
an original character too. Also,
unless it's a really awesome
you-
original
yeah.
design.
I'll give you an example.
Please.
I cosplayed one year as Naota from Fully Cooley, which is like the kid with the
Okay.
red hat and all that.
Mhm.
A
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of people confuse me to Little Slugger from Paranoia Agent. And now looking back, I was like, you know what? I should do that cosplay now, but I have to wear skates.
get some Heelys.
There
and
was
yeah, really.
when I was working in the dealer's room one year for Say Japan, when they were still at the Holiday Inn, there was like one guy walking around, and he was dressed as Ryo from SNK's Art of Fighting and the King of Fighters.
Mm.
And it looks just like fucking Goku. It's got an orange gi with a black shirt and
People think it's
blonde hair.
Goku, right?
And I saw him walk by, and I'm like, hey, how many people have called you Goku? Oh man, you won't even fucking believe it. I thought that shit was fucking, because I knew who he was right away because he had no
Yeah.
shoes. The way the uniform is, like I can tell which Goku from which arc it is,
Of course you can.
and I can
Like,
tell like
You
know,
see orange,
I saw
so
him.
your sensor goes
saw-
to Goku. Like
No. I saw the orange, and then I scanned the
that's
rest of the uniform just to be sure. Like he had this cut up like Ryu from Street Fighter, right here,
Mm.
and he had the black shirt with the black belt, and he had no shoes. I'm like, okay, that's not that. That's definitely Ryo from from King of Fighters. So
Like
I
how
knew
the
right away. Like
android
my
scanned
first thought wasn't
Yamcha
like
from
no.
Dragon Ball,
I
like,
never once did I say
spectacular.
Dragon Ball. Like I looked at the uniform, I was like, nope, that's Ryo. And
either he's a really bad
dude, no, and it's
cosplayer.
pissed me off. It's
Yeah.
pissed me off because I was walking around as Super Saiyan Goku, and I've shared the story with you. And the chick called me fucking Naruto. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was 22 years old when this shit happened. I'm like, what did you just... I stopped her. What did you just call me? Naruto? And I stopped a random stranger. Hey, she just called me Naruto. I didn't even know the guy. Didn't know who the fuck he was. Never seen
But
him.
see, there you go, shaming the fans.
I don't care. She called me Naruto. She was shaming me. And then he looked at her
Jeez.
like, you called him Naruto? And she's
That
like,
was
I'm
funny,
sorry,
but-
I've never seen Dragon Ball. I'm like, how old are you? She's like 22. We're the same age, and I just walked away.
No excuse.
I literally just looked at her like we're the same age, and I
Like,
just
no
walked away. And I made her. I must have made her
So
feel like
mean.
shit.
Similar
You
energy.
did. Shame on you. She's never gonna watch the show now.
Good. I don't need her.
What if she got super obsessed after that though?
Yeah,
It's like,
coulda
I'm
had
not
a
gonna
female
have that
fan.
incident again. Now she runs a YouTube channel. It has millions of subscribers.
So I don't need that kind of negativity in my life.
Oh my god.
I'd rather be in the
You-
streets
but
and happy.
you did that. You did that for her.
No,
Like,
but see, that's like the Doctor Who fans that are like, "You what? You've never seen Doctor Who? You don't deserve to live." And it's like,
you know, I'll do you one better. The
Tell
people who the people who claim are big Doctor Who fans but never seen one episode.
Oh yeah.
or they've only seen the new
Yes.
series.
No, I like Sonic.
Yeah.
I like that. That was a good one. But in my defense, I didn't have a problem with her not watching Dragon Ball. My problem was, you call me Naruto. We're the same age, and you've seen Naruto, but you haven't heard of Dragon Ball.
Okay, that's about that is a point. At the same time, because like Naruto and Dragon Ball, those are like the huge ones,
Right.
and you would
I mean, I
expect
guess.
you would expect at
I
least
don't know.
I still say you overreacted because you've told the story before and like
yeah,
kind of put that person because like
Hey,
what if they
that's
just
your
got into anime,
perspective, sir.
right?
that is
what
your
if they just got
perspective.
into anime?
yeah.
They like Naruto. They're one of those weird Shonen Jump people who only liked one.
Dragon Ball's
thing.
a shonen jump.
They just got in. They just got into Naruto. They love Naruto.
and-
they
and
saw
Dragon
someone
Ball
in
Shonen.
orange.
yeah,
They
they're
saw
both-
someone in orange and they thought, "Ooh,
Yeah.
Naruto." They look at you and like, because you were Super Saiyan Goku, right?
Yeah.
so I can see
So
why
what
they
color's
would make
your
that
hair?
mistake. Same
Yeah.
color jumpsuit.
Japanese
Same
Bart
colored
Simpson.
hair.
They saw
Except
orange
Goku
and-
doesn't wear a jumpsuit.
They saw orange
same
and
color,
yellow
though.
hair, and they
Yeah.
thought Naruto.
And the
which
hair
is
is not
something they're
even
familiar with.
similar at all.
Right. they're
Okay,
not-
whatever, but it was
their
similar
only
enough in the
their-
moment.
Their only idea was Naruto because it might, although they also might be a super fan of other anime.
They
and
probably thought I
don't
was just
watch
a
Dragon
really
Ball.
shitty Naruto. I will not allow this to go by.
Oh my god.
They,
Anyway,
you probably
let's
made them
just move
feel, they
on.
probably felt really bad because they were trying
Yeah.
to be nice. It's like, oh, Naruto. They thought you like a shitty Naruto cosplayer, but they pointed you out. It's like, hey, I recognize your costume, and they got it wrong, and you called them out.
Like I told, yeah, like when I was dressed up as the as a humanized version of Ironhide, and everyone keeps calling me fucking Applejack because I'm a girl in Western wear.
Wait.
And it's like,
if I would have seen you, which one is the cop?
Prowler?
What?
barricade.
Barricade. Prowler.
Oh, fuck it. Prowler was the other one.
Prowl. No, yeah, but it was a
Prowler's
black.
a person that like isn't that a person that breaks into your house?
Prowler's
Yes.
a Plymouth Prowler. It's my favorite car.
Oh, okay, no. You're talking about Prowl, bad cop car.
Prowl.
Well, if it was like a white cop uniform, then yes, that would have been it. But it was a black cop uniform, so yeah, I just threw on like, yeah, I had the Decepticon patch, and I just threw on my barricade keychain and a couple other things. Like, yeah, am I Decepticon-y enough for you guys? Do you get it now?
Am
So,
I
yeah,
not turtly enough for the
For the
turtle?
Turtle
Am I not Decepticon-y
Yeah,
enough
no,
for
that's
the
another one.
Decepticons?
Somebody called me
So that's what I
fucking
did.
Squirtle when I was a Ninja Turtle. How did you make those? How did they mix those two
They
up?
saw
Am I not
I don't
Squirtly
know.
enough for the Squirtle Squad?
Maybe somebody's only seen
Maybe they were drinking.
Pokemon and they haven't
Yeah.
seen Ninja
What was
Turtles.
that? They like literally thought I was a Squirtle trying to be a ninja from Naruto.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtles.
I'm like,
I
what
like
country
that.
are you from? By the way, if I had seen you as the human, what was it?
Ironhide.
Ironhide.
Oh, but wait, which one? The cop or
cop.
the Barricade? Yeah,
Barricade?
yeah, from the movies.
Okay, yeah. If I had seen you as Barricade at the convention, I'd just walk the other way.
It's a cop.
It's a cop. All I see is a cop.
Shit. Well, I don't blame people for not getting what a concept cosplay is.
Yeah.
Like I made this version of this.
Well,
based on a
especially
concept. I'm not gonna blame someone.
no,
for
no,
not
no.
getting that shit wrong.
Especially if you're not in that niche thing. See, like that was the thing. When I was at the BotCon at the Transformers shows, all the girls got it. Some of the most of the guys were kind of like oblivious, like, wait, what? And obviously,
Why is there an Applejack cosplayer here?
Wait, when you
Oh,
say
yeah, that was-
Applejacks, when you say like the cereal,
the pony.
no, the
No.
pony from
The pony.
oh,
Dressed up
because
as
when
a
you
box
say
of cereal.
Applejacks, I'm like, I like some
You're lactose
cinnamon.
intolerant.
I'm trying to see which one.
Just because I'm lactose intolerant doesn't mean I can
Oh.
enjoy the cereal.
Wait.
I see Big Mac. I don't see Applejack.
Yeah.
I want a Big Mac.
Oh, dumbass.
There's
I don't know if
Applejack. Where's
Is
her
it that
hat? She didn't got her hat on. It's on the left side.
Hold
Opposite
on.
side of Big Mac.
Do I need to go find a Sour Patch and ask her? I don't know. This is her
I
house.
know which one it is.
no, okay, it's
He's not
the
wearing a
orange.
hat.
It's the
Wait,
big orange
can we-
one
can
on the
we-
left.
Can we stop talking about Big Macs, please?
You've got Spike, Scootaloo, Sweetie Belle, and
I like
fuck
that.
the white one.
Jason knows this.
I was
I'm
about
I
to
have
say
a-
that.
I have an 8-year-old
was
daughter.
Just about to say that.
I have an 8-year-old
You know,
daughter. I
you know,
fucking
But
to
you're
be
love
allowed.
her.
fair, to be fair, there was a lot of that. Hardly that show came out 10 years ago. Fucking
I know,
bullshit.
And
right?
there are still
I was watching that
Brony
shit.
age started.
Bronies.
I was watching when it
10
first
years
came
ago.
out. I was a brony back then.
there are more
Now I got no
bronies
time
than
for
there
that
are
shit.
ponies.
I met a guy on Xbox Live. His name
Yeah.
was Lord Sweetie Bill.
And I got in trouble.
was playing
too.
Halo.
I got in trouble too. I was like, we saw some girls do the humanoid My Little Pony cosplays,
Mhm.
and we're like,
Equestrian
and I was like,
girls.
oh shit,
Yeah.
look, brownies. We're not bronies.
They're
Then what the fuck are
They're
you?
called Pegasisters.
No,
Pegasisters. Yeah.
No, I'm like, what the fuck are you then? We're girls. We're ponies.
Okay.
I'm like, get the fuck out
Gonies.
of here.
Fucking thing. It's the
They're
same fucking-
gonies.
It's the
They-
same fucking
we're
thing.
just ponies. Bronies
Well,
are
no,
the
it's
guys.
just fun. But see, like, so that's the thing. Yeah, because everyone thinks, like, automatically goes to the Applejack thing. It's like, but that's a completely different color scheme.
We're not even at a convention for that shit. Why are you thinking
Well,
I'm...
it doesn't even matter. I mean, that's just what I cosplay as.
17 to
is-
answer your question, yes, he does.
Hmm?
No, one of his comments.
Oh, okay.
All this talk
yeah.
about Apple Jacks and Big Macs.
Makes you hungry.
You know,
Sorry.
could go
Big
for a
Macintosh.
But yeah, so like that's the thing that just made me like
Yup.
I never got into people's faces about it. It was just like
It
seriously?
was once. It was once. and I
Okay,
was
okay,
22.
okay.
Right, so you mentioned
But
this
like you
before.
aside, but like other people, yeah.
I mean, I've gotten like people have gotten mad at me too, because like I saw this one dude and he was dressed like Gary Oak, and he's
Right.
like, I'm like, Gary, what's up? And he's like, I'm green.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, no, you're
That's
white.
that's why I thought your story was so weird, because you got mad at someone for misidentifying you when you did the exact same thing to someone else.
But I was also younger when I misidentified him.
still, it's
To be
It's the
fair,
same
shadow
thing.
black.
I mean,
okay?
I
it
had
was
peop-
once, and I was just like,
Yeah,
Yeah, and
hot
they
meat
called
I
you
ketchup.
it
wasn't
once.
being like legit either. I didn't really get mad at her. I was just like, the fuck?
Okay.
I know, but you've seen it from both sides. Like you've experienced someone doing it.
Right.
Snapped at him too
But when the
quick.
guy snapped at me,
I mean, I've kind of done that too.
when the guy snapped at me, I fought back.
Of course you
Not
did.
everyone's a Goku.
Yeah.
When no, I'm blue. Like,
Also
no, he
blue.
said, well, I'm green. I'm like, motherfucker, I didn't know that.
You made eye contact with the Pokemon trainer.
And I got mad at him. I'm like, no, you're not green. You're white, dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
No, I got mad at him. Like, me and that guy, we didn't get along.
Up.
We didn't get along after that because that guy actually made a YouTube video talking shit about me before we even had Geeks Fire. It was like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Throw him under the bus.
And I cussed and I cussed him out. I don't remember his name. That's how little of importance he was. I don't remember his name.
John Cusack.
Some white guy who didn't amount to shit because he was trying to be like the John Cena of like cosplaying and like no one
could see him.
yeah, that's the problem. And he was mad because like at one point like I did something and people were talking about it and then he just got really mad and he hated my guts after that.
There's also like, sorry, just to bring it back to the thing. There's also like not a point in getting upset if you're choosing to do an obscure character, even if it's from like a popular show.
When it comes to OCs,
yes,
you just have to acknowledge the fact that people aren't going to know who the fuck you are.
True. Well, not just OC. So like,
unless it's a well-known OC like Sonic Chew.
Sonic Chew?
Yeah, for Chris. You never heard of Sonic Chew? Oh god, look up Chris Chan and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Cosplay as Sonic.
So one time when I went to New York Comic Con, I was hanging out with these one group of friends, and just like I'm really into Transformers, this one dude was into G.I. Joe. So I gave it a shot, and he was like, "Hey, you should do this one character," and it's like a student of Snake Eyes. Wait, yeah, that's the Ninja on the Joe side, right?
Yeah, the other because Snake Eyes is the black suit.
So
good.
Yeah, white.
Storm Shadow. Yeah, and it's like
Storm Shadow is the white suit for the bad guys.
For the Cobras, yes.
So it's very confusing.
I know. I thought it would be the reverse around.
I know. It's also been a while since I've even seen.
Shadow
should be on the Joes,
suit.
and Snake Eyes should be like technically a Cobra name, but whatever.
We're smart.
So anyway, so Snake Eyes had this student. I already forgot her name, but basically
Debbie.
her suit.
Some bitch named Deborah.
But anyway, her suit is kind of similar to him, and she's got like this pink like bob cut. So I did like the best I could, and the thing is like, so she's from this like 4-issue arc thing, but she gets like killed off in the first issue.
Oh, by the way, Pachinko asks who's Sour Patch.
This is an angry child.
Yeah, Sour Patch is
sometimes not a
nice.
child.
She's younger than us. She's a child. I don't think she's younger than Sonic, actually.
No, she's 29.
You make it sound like she's like 10 years younger than us.
I like to think of it mentally as that. Like
I was going to say, so anyway, Sour Patch is my sister.
Who SJ broke into the room of and is currently broadcasting from.
With that giant-ass Pikachu in the background.
It stares at you.
It does just
stare at you. She's got Pikachus, ponies, Big Macs, and Apple Jacks.
I cosplayed a character that it's from a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX series.
She's got like she's got like a bunch of like Build-A-Bear plushies over here.
Is it me or one of the characters from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX was he a koala?
I don't know.
That was Chumley.
Yeah.
And he's a fat guy who looks
Quite
like a koala.
Quite a few Pokemon things over here. She's also got like some more stuff in her living room. She was like, should I show that? She would even ask me like, do you guys want me on your show to show you my stuff? I was like, I don't know, dude.
Really?
When we talk about Pokemon, we'll put her on the show.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell her. Yeah, she's like super proud of her collection. She just keeps buying like plushes.
I like how I get shamed for my collection, but everybody else is like, yeah, we're proud of ours.
I'll shame all you guys for your collections.
Yeah, there you go.
Sonic's got a collection of blue. Like he just
every fucking thing.
No, she's got like some more stuff. Y'all, I can't even like. Well, I can try. She's got like, I don't even know what these ones are. Here, let me just do it. I didn't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it because I don't know what these are called.
Well, we only have 7 minutes left.
Is your mic still muted?
Is it?
Yeah, it was.
Was muted.
It's like you were laughing. I was like, I don't hear anything, bro.
No.
It's the silent laugh.
Yeah, it was like ha 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 ha. Laps in El Salvador.
Make sure.
He's laughing on the outside, but internally he's
that's
like,
a window.
I want to fucking
Darkness,
die.
Oh, that's a
my
window.
friend.
There they are.
Yeah, and
things.
the outside, I'm like, I want to fucking
Dogia,
die.
Palkia.
I thought it was another fucking pony. Like, why does that pony have armor?
From a
That's dumb.
distance,
have-
it looked like a pony. Yeah,
You have
Yeah,
two
it does.
ponies and 3 Pokemon. They all look like ponies.
Oh, one of them's the mascots for Black and White. You got Dogia.
Palkia.
Yeah.
No, and the other
Dialga.
two. Yeah, and then the two on the other end
Deoxys.
are,
I don't
are
know.
from. No, and then the other two on the other end are from Rainbow Bright.
What were their names? They were Dogia, Garatina,
Giratina is the ghost one.
Jesus,
Arceus.
Pokey.
Jesus died for your Poke sins.
Yeah, that's what he did. Pokeezus.
Jeez.
Jesus.
I don't know. What was it? One of them called Hokey Pokey or some shit like that?
I don't know.
Yes.
You do the hokey pokey and you turn
Nailed
yourself around. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're confused and you punched
Yeah.
yourself.
No, Pokey was the horse from Gumby. My bad.
Yes, that was pokey.
Yes.
That is Poke.
Gumby, this is not the best part to go. Don't worry, Pokey.
Yeah.
How come nobody cosplays Gumby? I'd appreciate that.
A bunch of people
I
cosplay
think
Gumby.
I've seen Gumby cosplayers.
When? I
Yeah,
haven't
me
seen
too.
them recently.
There's a lot of, there's plenty of them in like, I don't know. You have to go like
if you
some.
say Matsuri, I'm gonna get upset.
No.
I'd say.
No, yeah, there were some in Matsuri. Also, a Compalooza, I saw a couple.
Like probably.
I don't
Actually,
watch-
actually, Anime Expo, I saw a Gumby cosplayer, but he had the Infinity Gauntlet, so it looked like he was about to snap at any time.
when I went to Renaissance last year, I cosplayed Raphael,
Mm-hmm.
but I had the Infinity Gauntlet and I had Thanos' head in my hand. And I was telling people don't send an Avenger to do a ninja's job.
That's clever.
And people were like going along with, oh shit, Raphael's got the Infinity. Hey, Raph, calm down.
And you did, and you
got
also
the
did,
Infinity Gauntlet.
I know
you
you got
did-
anger issues.
and you also did
Yeah.
Ant-Man, but if you went through Thanos'
With
ass,
the-
as he
with
should
the
have,
butt cheeks, with the purple butt cheeks.
as he should have, he should have went through his ass.
For
Would've
real,
saved
like
3
for
hours.
those, I know we've said this multiple times, but for those of you watching that didn't know, I went to Comic Palooza last year as Ant-Man, and I had 2 purple pillows, and I was putting my head through them like they were butt cheeks.
Because if people don't know, because there was this fan theory that people said before Endgame came out that Ant-Man should have went through Thanos' asshole and then fucking unshrink,
Expanded.
so he could like pretty much blow him up. But if anything, he should have went through his ear. I like everybody just focus on his ass instead of focusing through his ears.
Yeah.
Or his nose.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, I want to cosplay Grimace. Because I have both Infinity Gauntlets.
Yeah, Grimace as Thanos, right?
I want to cosplay as Grimace with both
There you
Infinity
go.
Gauntlets and Thanos' head right here.
I like it.
I wonder how much that reference that Robert Downey Jr. made in the movie cost them. He called him Grimace.
No, it was
It
Star
doesn't
Lord.
cost anything because it wasn't advertised.
Yeah. Also, Star Lord was one to call him Grimace.
It's not
Grimace?
you can make
Yeah, it was
references,
Grimace.
but you cannot show the product.
Mhm.
You can't advertise it in any kind of way. If it's just there to be there, then it's
It was like an Infinity War where Iron Man called that dude Squidward.
Hey, you know how many times they reference Dragon Ball in DC?
A few times.
No.
In the Flash, the TV show, when he loses memory, Iris tells him that I don't like what do I like? Oh, well, you're a really big fan of Dragon Ball Z. Superman's son is a fan of Naruto and Goku. He has posters of them in his room.
Cool.
Superboy.
Superboy is
Superboy.
a fan of
Hey,
Goku.
like, hey, Dad, do you think you could beat Goku? Like,
Wait, that reminded me of that Robot Chicken segment with Dragon Ball. It was like Gohan and Goku. It's like a Christmas thing. It's like,
His
like,
actually
Dad,
his
do you
name was Gohan. They called him.
oh yeah, they
Gohan.
fucked. That's right, they did. They really fucked up his name.
It was
and
weird
he was
because
like-
they had a stocking for Goten,
Yeah, and it showed Gohan who was younger.
but they called him Gohan.
In the show, and yeah.
Goku, it's a catastrophe. Like they get his name
oh,
right.
oh my God, my legs.
Oh my Dragon Balls. Anyways, anything else we want to get out of the way for the podcast today? Get her easy
Yeah,
back
I
in.
wanted to sidetrack back to our original topic because
Oh, you got 2 minutes.
Fans that come up to cosplayers and just start messing with their cosplay, like so.
That's how you
This
get punched in the
happened-
face.
No, yeah, that's what should have happened. No, my sister dressed up as Eevee one time, and she actually has a basket full of like Evolution plushes, and some bitch actually came up to her, picked up one of the Eevees out of her basket, and was like fawning all over it, how cute it was. And I was next to her, so I looked at her, and she was about to like lose her shit, but she's so introverted, she has like a hard time like saying things. and I was about to go Mama Bear on her ass. Like, please put that back. Please put that back. Do not touch the Eevees. You are not allowed to touch those kittens.
That sounds kind of dirty. Don't touch the Eevees.
Like,
Mm.
no, it was just also like really super rude. Like, why the fuck would you just walk up to somebody and start?
You know how
Touching
many times people see
messing with their
cosplayers
props.
with props or keyblades? A lot of
Yeah.
keyblades I've seen. It didn't happen to me. They're like, "Oh, can I see this?" And they'll try to run off with it.
It's like, no, that's rude. Number one. Well, first of all, ask permission. Don't just automatically walk up and take the fucking things. And then especially don't try to yeet with them.
Yeah.
Like, excuse you.
Wait, they try to
No.
throw them?
No,
They
but
they yoke
said
themselves away.
Oh, they try to run.
yeah.
They skedaddle.
Sorry. Like what you were trying to say. Some people try to like steal stuff. Somebody, I don't remember if it was this bitch or somebody else. Somebody actually walked up to her
I don't
and
remember
was
if it
like,
this bitch or
This
something.
this
No,
no,
bitch
there were a few
Deborah.
people. There were a few weird ass peoples. I don't remember if it was that same person or if it was somebody else. Somebody actually asked her were the plushes for sale, and she looked at them like they just grew a second head. Like, what? Why? No.
Yeah, some people will be like, "Are you giving these
That's-
away? Are they for sale?"
And that's
Because when you
like,
have a basket filled with stuff like that, you're gonna
Yeah,
get that
they would
question.
assume
I-
that. Yeah.
I understand, but at the same time, it's like, no.
You got, no, I mean, but I'm trying to like look at it from their side. Like, when you see somebody with something like
No,
that,
I got that. No, I got that. 'Cause I've
That's
done- I
that's
have
more
done that.
acceptable than someone just coming up and grabbing one.
and they're like, they grab
the
it, they
very
pick it up.
least.
Oh my god, I love it. And then they yeet it.
Yeah.
Well,
But
flare
yeah,
gun, go.
but it's one thing to be like, oh my god, that's a really cute cosplay, and then at least like talk it up first. Don't just bum rush the cosplayer and start messing with their shit.
Spear him. Well, you were dressed as a wrestler. I thought you are just prepared all the time for me.
Just
to do
run
that.
up, pick them up over your shoulders, and give them the attitude adjustment.
But it's a FU.
They
Attitude
they
adjustment,
called it
my ass.
they called it the AA longer than they called it the FU.
Yeah.
I don't
let's
care.
not
It
think,
started as the FU.
It started off as a parody of Brock Lesnar's F5.
Yeah.
How about that? Just give him the
His
F5.
original move was like a weird Death Valley driver.
It was Death Cyclone or some shit like that. His F5 is insane, dude. That's way better than any other finisher.
Oh,
But
you
that's
should see
just-
you should see
yeah.
that guy Wardlow in AEW. He does an F10.
I'm so sick of AEW. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Jeff Cobb does a thing. It was like F16 or something.
I want to mention something about wrestling
That
before
sounds-
we end the podcast. I'm so sick of the fucking Young Bucks.
Why?
Because when they started AEW, we're not going to take any shots about WWE. We're not going to hire a bunch of ex-WWE.
Oh, is this
wrestlers.
about that new shirt they just posted?
Yeah, every time WWE does something or they something leaks, they always have to make a shirt about it.
Or mention it on Being the Elite.
Yeah, like banned. Like,
Well, to be fair,
Find it
Being
on
the Elite is-
Teespring.
And also to be fair, there was a case where they made a shirt. It was like a mashup of them from Rick and Morty. It was like a tribute to Rick and Morty, and they got a cease and desist from that. But people thought it was WWE because like the first thing they would blame. But it's like no, it was Cartoon Network who sent them that. It's like, hey, you're not allowed to use our property to fucking make a mashup of your shit.
WWE is just used to doing that.
They're used to getting blamed.
Sorry.
For that shit.
We pulled the trigger too soon. We didn't realize we didn't own that property.
It's like that Simpsons thing where it's like WWE. It's like what? Oh, sorry, force of habit.
right?
Bart,
well, no, I'm
I'm
just,
over here.
no, but the thing is, like the list that they have, the ban list for their Thunderdome.
Yeah, which is
I watched Jim Cornette talk about it, and he has a point. How much of that is actually legitimate? Like, they have over 500 screens. There's no way they could monitor and like keep track of everyone that's on there. Like
We can.
it's really difficult because you have to have like several people doing it, watching it the whole time.
I mean, it also depends on what your list of things that are banned from. Like,
There are just
It's-
images and people like Chris Benoit.
there's like a
Nazis,
there's like a photo of it and all that.
But we
It's
don't even know if
500 people
the
get
list
50
that they took
people.
a picture of wasn't even in the production truck. It was just taped to like a moving what are they called? Like a
someone just posted
It's
something.
because
the
they
moving
actually,
trailer, like the trunks they put all the equipment in that they store. They were in a
Storage
mobile,
boxes.
It was a storage box. They had the picture was taped to a storage box.
okay, but to be fair, that was from the screenshot is from like a video they did. It's like, oh, how the Thunderdome process was made. So they accidentally showed that, and that's what it led to everybody spreading it around, and then the Bucks made a shirt about it.
Right, and like I said, I'm not saying that the stuff like that's not around there, but is it legit? Because like at the end of the day, Kevin Dunn wouldn't have. Kevin Dunn's like.
You mean the Beaver?
Yeah, the Beaver, Bucky, and Vince. They are like really. They would have that in a production truck. Sometimes I think, and then even then, who fucking cares? Like the Bucks are so petty. I think the Bucks are like really petty. Like, oh, look at WWE. Like,
Look at them making all their money.
look at
Bunch
them,
of
and
losers.
we're gonna make fun of them for being successful and having money, and
Mhm.
and it's like, I'm sorry, but you're called the Young Bucks, and you're almost 40.
That makes
Look
no
at
sense.
Look at them making their money, selling out. You support us on our Patreon, by the way.
I'm like, oh, that make, I mean, yeah, that's really fun to make fun of WWE when you can't even break 1 million fucking viewers.
I mean, if NXT was around, if NXT wasn't around, would they actually would have rated up 1 million?
They would probably.
And also, Raw is like down under 2 million.
Right, but they were at 2 million pre-pandemic, but now it's nobody's watching wrestling right now. The whole industry as a whole, nobody's fucking watching because it's pandemic. Without the fans, nobody gives a shit.
Not just pandemic, it's just interest. It's just not. It's trust me. 20 years ago, they would get like the numbers they got 20 years ago. Today, they would kill for those fucking ratings for 5 million
watching
viewers.
shit.
No,
They're all,
like,
they're all watching streams.
You go a few years ago. Impact Wrestling was
2 point like
1.5 million people.
And then Raw was like 4 million.
It was like 3
million, yeah.
3 or 4.
People nowadays they would die for that rating now. They
Yeah,
would
but I mean,
kill
it's
for those.
just
At the end of the day,
people don't give
just-
it without
it's
the
not-
fans. People don't give a shit.
No.
Plus, people don't have fucking cable. Like, a lot of people
People
are
are
about to
cutting
get
the cable.
fucking evicted.
Yeah, people
So
are
now
cutting.
a lot of people are
all that.
fucking watching TV. Like TV ratings as a whole are down.
Yeah. And also it's just like lack of interest in other stuff going on. And also it's because if anything, like for stuff like, for example, HBO Max, Hulu, Disney Plus, you have like different variety and all that. And if anything, it's cheaper than cable. And sometimes you pay for
Not if you have all of them, though.
yeah, exactly. If you have all of them, it's not gonna be the same.
Well,
But if you
Estelita
get
says hello in the comment section.
hello.
Hello.
And for like a cable package, like you pay like what, $60 for like 1,000 channels, and you're only gonna watch like 3 of them. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I hate that cable companies only just do like package deals. They won't do like an a la carte because I was like, I don't want any of your sports channels. I don't want any of this other BS. All I want is like
this channel and this channel.
yeah,
and this channel,
like
and this channel.
these 10 channels.
Yeah.
And I'm done.
I once tried to call him. I was like, hey, I want to get this certain channel. Can I get it? I was like, no, you have to get the package for that. I'm like, why?
Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
would like to cancel
Can
my
you just
service.
can you just charge me like $2 for it or something?
Yeah.
It's like an app or something, like, you know what I mean?
And that's
Yeah.
why a lot of channels are just doing apps now.
Yep.
A modern way of doing this would be smart, but no. we ain't doing that shit.
Anyway, so tomorrow we are going to talk about cosplayers once again, but we're going to talk about cosplayers on the rise. Like, what is people that are trying to get their name out, they're trying to get out there, they're trying to get their names known. A lot of people say that the current cosplayers they don't want to allow newer cosplayers to come up, all the
Feel
up
the
and coming
thunder.
cosplayers, and get part of the limelight.
Like gatekeeping ways of
Gatekeeping,
ways
pretty
people
much
can get up.
gatekeeping. Is it true? Is it not true? What are your thoughts? What do you think? We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want this fucking election to be over though, because this shit's giving me fucking anxiety.
Yeah, same.
Go poop.
I need to poop.
Go. What? Oh.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I am Jesse Goku. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. If you haven't already, check out check out the Ravens podcast and the Black Table podcast as well. All right, and also make sure you give a shout out to also go check out Keyblade Sonic's channel. He just released new content.
And also, I want to do a quick plug. I did a voiceover for a fan dub that came out. I'll probably post it later.
Cool.
Just give them support. Also, regarding We Rise, within a few days, we are going to release the first episode. So stay tuned on that.
Yes.
Ooh.
I already knew about that, but I didn't say anything.
Well,
I'm
I
excited.
know.
Well, no, I didn't know if we were supposed to say anything. That's why.
Oh, don't worry. All I know is just we're just teasing that. We don't know
Oh, okay.
anything else. So we don't know. Like I said, that's why it says within a few days. So we don't know specifically when. And all
Oh,
that.
okay.
All right,
Coming
guys.
soon.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. All right.